everybody. Welcome back to the Lundus Instructs audio podcast. I'm again your host, Lundus01. I hope you all are enjoying your Easter, whether or not you're celebrating. I could not, unfortunately, make an episode yesterday due to family and other real life events. Anyway, I'm glad that everything's going good in AR right now. Before I begin this episode, I would like to say that this is going to be a shorter episode just because it's Easter and other people have other things to do, and it's kind of 10 o'clock right now, and I sort of forgot to record this episode because I had family over all day, so here we are anyway. Pretty much AR is looking up again. The House of Representatives and the Senate, I remember I talked about in our last episode that the Senate and the House of Representatives are now getting a major, rank purge. That's what it's been called by a lot of members of each Congress, and we're seeing a lot of people I knew when I served, gone. While I'm recording this, I was kind of also hoping that when I got this episode up, that they would release the official results for the Senate elections, and I wasn't really keeping up with it because I have hardly any reason to care, but I did vote at least, so I was hoping that they got Senate elections up once I recorded this podcast, but as of right now it didn't. I'm assuming that by the time that I recorded the next episode they will have their their results up, but pretty much what I was talking about and what I was saying all month pretty much was that this Senate election, would see the dawn of a new Federalist majority. I want to bring up a few graphs. I think actually only one graph that was shared with the House Majority Leader, or the House Speaker of the House, not Majority Leader. Let me pull it up really quickly. So as you can see right there on your screen, if you're listening to this in the background, on your screen right now is the newest caucus chart for the House of Representatives now that everything has been, all of the rank purges have ended. I believe that 3 seats, I don't know exactly what the numbers were before and after this. I believe that, but there were, it was pretty much a slew of Federalists. I believe 3 constitutionalists before this whole rank purge, and now those 3 constitutionalists are gone, and the House is completely controlled by the Federalists. It is a very similar situation in the Senate, and I'll show you a graph of that right now. All right, and as you can see right there on your screen, this is what's happened after. This is from the President pro tempore of the Senate after the after the rank purges. As you can see, instead of there being a slight constitutionalist majority, it is now tied. Now this is something that I'll emphasize more once we get into the main topic of this episode, and that is the Senate elections that just unfolded. So let's get back to it. All right. So right now, I don't really remember who signed up, but I remember seeing only one constitutionalist candidate sort of in the top 10 in the Senate elections. Most of the senators that were running, or people running to seek the office of senator, were Federalists. And I was telling everyone that, for the longest time, that the Federalists, are the most popular party. Here, there are polls upon polls upon polls of just who you're voting for. So here's a tremendous poll. Let me pull it up because I just want to show you how drastic this poll is. So as you can see right here, it says Constitutionalist or Federalist or Independent. Which are you going to vote tonight in Senate? A whopping one person, I believe that is the Bernard Caldwell, the host of this poll, voted for Constitutionalists. So nobody voted Constitutionalist. 22, a wide majority of people said they were going to vote Federalist, and a wide majority of, not even the minority here, and not even by a small amount, by a lot, is the independents. And these polls even though they got pinged, I don't think that these are very accurate. I mean, because people don't really like to check the polls channel now that Bernard Caldwell is pinging everyone in it. But you know, this is still interesting to look at because the candidates running were you know, mostly Federalists, and that the ones doing the best were mostly Federalist incumbents or those looking to seek new, I guess, a seat in the Senate. So moving on, a long-time constitutionalist, the President pro tempore JSJ's BSD, has now switched parties. He's now become a Federalist. He's running as one, I believe. I'm not sure, but it just goes to show you that right now this poll is the most accurate, and I think that the Federalists are going to regain the majority, and I think they're just going to be the only party governing things. Because right now, constitutionalists aren't that hot, so I find that very, very interesting. So, with that being said, I want to very quickly take a look at some of the elections to come and what we could expect from that. So right now, Senate Class 3 elections just went on, and that's a wrap with that. And now it's expected that if the schedule there is no official Senate schedule for you know, elections after Senate Class 3, which just happened today. You know, there is no official schedule. So if things kind of follow the way they do in the previous kind of scheduling, that there'll probably be there'll probably be a House Class 3 election either later this month or early May. There'll be another probably a Senate Class 1 election, and then a House Class 1, and so on and so forth up until October when we got the presidential election. So the name of this episode is New Elections, New Projections. And right now I'm projecting 100%. I mean, pack an umbrella, pack a raincoat, because it's going to be raining federalism. We're going to see so many new just Federalist senators, and I mean, it's crazy how overwhelmed the constitutionalists are right now. So with that being said, other candidates that I was kind of talking about, in particular, Mime's the best. You can kind of see that I sort of shitted on him last episode because I showed him in a federal court case kind of what he's been up to and what he's been saying, and, you know, so I mean, like, I'm not some kind of, you know, like, person who dislikes, like, I don't get offended easily or anything like that, but this man, you can just look in some of his official campaign discords, a lot in the American Roleplay server. He has said some really, I mean, anti-Semitic, racist comments. I mean, not that I really have any say in the matter, but I mean, I think that it's kind of weird to see that happen from a senator or someone who's trying to be a senator. And I think that that's just weird. I don't understand why this guy is so immature about everything, but he obviously does not care. I also kind of want to show you something funny I learned after recording this episode. And by this episode, I mean the last episode. So, some of this stuff I can't really show on YouTube, but there are some... He whenever he advertises in American Roleplay and, like, the political ads channel, you see that he has, like, 50 members in his Discord. But, I'd like to say that some of these people are a little bit suspicious. Like, I mean, yeah. Yes, this Alphonse guy totally, you know, is totally an active member of American Roleplay. Hasn't joined Mime's the Best for, you know, just to make it look like he's popular. Which, you know, I admit I've gotten friends of mine, like when I was running a while ago, that I got a few friends of mine to join American Roleplay just so that, you know, they could support me, but kind of making alt accounts, I even talked to him a little bit, that, you know, making alt accounts or either just, you know, getting friends to join like, your campaign server and not the American Roleplay server is a little bit risky. Because, man, these are just... I mean, this guy, I guess he passes the vibe check, but like, some of these people... really strange. There's a lot of alts. There's a lot of just people in this server that, I think that the FEC should do some sort of investigation into this guy's campaign because, I don't know. I think that he's probably gotten a few botted votes, but that's enough shitting on that guy. I think that's all I need to say is that elections coming up, I think that there's no real opposition to the Constitutionalist Party anymore. Is that it's just the Federalist Party the Federalist Party is just going to maintain the solid majority in both houses of Congress, and both in everything. It's just that there is no real any real standing. There's no opposition. I'm trying to say that there's no opposition to the Federalists, and I don't think there's any is going to come. It got so bad to a point where some of the Federal Election Commission moderators said, "Hey guys, we're currently accepting new party suggestions, or if you want to make a political party here, sure, yeah, just tell us that you want to, and we'll probably accept it because we want more, I guess diversified parties, except for just one party controlling everything." And so far, nothing has really happened with that. I put in a bid to make a new party kind of as a joke, but we'll see what happens with that. That's currently confidential. But one thing before I go, I might make a completely different episode about it, but right now I'm entering a lawsuit against a few of the community moderators who have, I don't know, unfortunately harassed me. I won't speak about it too much here until the suit is over, but I suggest that if you have been harassed, if you have been unnecessarily targeted by any of the moderation staff of, or any of the group management staff of AR, that it is abuse of power. If you've been like me, if you've been wrongly accused of things as a joke of some kind, or if moderators are just messing with you just to get a funny reaction and leave you alone, that is illegal. And there is an entire section of our Constitution prohibiting any of this and saying that it's highly illegal to do this and that these people can lose their jobs. So I suggest that if you've ever been, either harassed by moderators, enter legal action and you'll be sure to win. But I think that that's a different topic for a different episode because, it's something ongoing. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you, I guess, Tuesday, if I can make a video, or I can make a podcast by then. But, stay safe.